Question is find the maximum and minimum values of x plus sine 2x on 0, 2 pi. So here close interval 0, 2 pi is given. That means in question absolute maxima and minima values is asked. Okay, so first of all we'll consider the function. Let f of x is equal to x plus sine 2x. Then next step should be derivative of f of x, that is 1 plus 2 cos 2x. After that, put f dash of x as 0. So 1 plus 2 cos 2x will be 0. So 2 cos 2x we can write minus 1. Cos 2x is equal to minus 1 by 2. Now 1 by 2 means we know minus cos pi by 3. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So we can write cos 2x is equal to cos, this is negative, so pi minus pi by 3 we can write, isn't it? That is 2 pi by 3. So now we can apply the formula, general solution formula, since we know cos x is equal to cos I implies x is equal to 2 n pi plus y plus minus y, where n belongs to z. This is from the chapter number 3 class 11 trigonometric function. No, so now we can write our angle is 2x. So we can write 2x is equal to 2 and pi plus minus y is 2 pi by 3. Okay. Now throughout divide by 2. So we will get x is n pi plus minus pi by 3. Now for values of n, we will try to find value of x. So if n is 0, we will get x value c plus minus pi by 3, isn't it? So both plus minus pi by 3 will get, but we should restrict to this domain. So that means minus pi by 3 won't come, pi by 3 only. Now if n is 1, then we can write n 1 means pi plus pi by 3 or pi minus pi by 3. Okay, that is 4 pi by 3 or 2 pi by 3. Both these value will be there in the domain. That means x, we can take these two values. Now if n is equal to 2, we can write x value will be, see, 2 pi plus pi by 3 or 2 pi minus pi by 3. So 2 pi plus pi by 3 means 7 pi by 3 or 5 pi by 3. Okay, but 7 pi by 3 won't be there in domain 0, 2 pi. Therefore, x value will be 5 pi by 3 only. Okay, so we got 4 different values of pi by x and endpoints of the closed interval also. We should find the value of f of x. We got x value we got pi by 3, 2 pi by 3, 4 pi by 3 and 5 pi by 3. Okay, and f of x is x plus sine 2x. Now at all these critical points we'll find function value, and at the end points of interval, that is 0 and 2 pi. So we'll start from 0, f of 0. F of 0 will be 0 plus sine 0, that is 0 only. F of pi by 3 will be pi by 3 plus sine 2 pi by 3. Okay, so pi by 3 sine 2 pi by 3 we can write as pi minus pi by 3. That will be in second quadrant, means sine pi by 3, which will give pi by 3 plus root 3 by 2. Okay, now we will find f of 2 pi by 3 value, that is pi by 3 plus sine 2 theta. So 2 into 2 means 4 pi by 3. So this pi by 3 sine 4 pi by 3 we can write pi plus pi by 3. Okay, so pi plus pi by 3 means third quadrant, so this will give negative value of sine. So we can write pi by 3 minus root 3 by 2. Okay, now we will find for f 4 pi by 3. f 4 pi by 3, means 4 pi by 3 plus sine 8 pi by 3 will come. Okay, so that we can write 3 pi minus pi by 3. 3 pi minus pi by 3 means second quadrant. So sine pi by 3 we can write, that is 4 pi by 3 plus root 3 by 2 we can write. Now we will find f of 5 pi by 3, which is 5 pi by 3 plus sine of 10 pi by 3. 10 pi by 3 we can write as 3 pi plus pi by 3, isn't it? Now 3 pi plus pi by 3 means third quadrant. This is 0, okay, pi, this is 2 pi, and one more pi, that is again this is 3 pi. So 3 pi plus theta means third quadrant. In third quadrant sine is negative. So sine negative pi by 3. Okay, so 5 pi, here also 3, 5 pi by 3 minus root 3 by 2. Now last value, that is f of 2 pi equals to 2 pi plus sine 2 pi, that is 4 pi. So 2 pi plus 0, that is 2 pi. Now if from the out of these value if you find minimum value, so minimum value of the function is 0 at x equal to 0 we can write, and maximum value of the function is 2 pi. Find two numbers whose sum is 24 and whose product is as large as possible. That is maximum. Product should be maximum. So two numbers sum is 24. So let the first number be x, or let two numbers be x and y. Okay. Sum is 24. So therefore we can write x plus y is 24. Okay. See now product is as large as possible means x into y, but we should take function in one variable only so that we can differentiate with respect to that variable. Okay, so here you can write x plus y equal to 24, no? So you can write y as 24 minus x, or x as 24 minus y. Okay, so suppose I'll write y as 24 minus x. So therefore let p denotes the product of numbers. So p is x into y. So p will be, y I wrote as 24 minus x. So p will be 24x minus x square. Okay. So now this is our function, product function. What is given is product should be as large as possible. Means maximum value of the product we should find. Find two numbers such that product is maximum. So we have to show product is maximum at some values of x and y. That values will be our answer. Okay, so for first step will be take the derivative with respect to x. So differentiate, same procedure we will apply here. Okay, as we were doing for finding local maxima and minima. Differentiate with respect to x. So dp by dx will be what? 24 minus 2x. Okay, after this dp by dx we got 24 minus 2x. Okay, so next step, put dp by dx as 0. So 24 minus 2x will be 0. Okay, so we can write 24 equal to 2x, therefore x is 12. Now we will find double order derivative to check whether function will attain maximum value or minimum value. So since dp by dx is 24 minus 2x, so double order derivative means d square p by dx square will be, derivative of 24 is 0 and derivative of minus 2x is minus 2, which is negative. and irrespective of x. That means if we substitute any values of x, second order derivative will be negative only, isn't it? So we can write therefore at x equal to 12 also it will be negative. That means x equal to 12 is a point of local maxima, and at x equal to 12 product will be maximum. Okay, so if x is 12, therefore y will be what? 24 minus x. Since y is 24 minus x we got 12, so 24 minus 12, that is 12. Therefore two numbers are 12 and 12. Find two positive integers x and y such that x plus y is 60 and xy cube is maximum. So our function is xy cube. Now here also if you observe, both xy cube function is a function of two variables. So we have to change into one variable case. Okay. So now see, you can change x also, 60 minus y you can write, and y also. So better if you change lower power into another variable. Okay, because if you substitute y cube as y as 60 minus x, then you have to use identity a minus b whole cube to open that one. Okay, so it will be better always to substitute lower power value. So since x plus y is equal to 60, so x is equal to 60 minus y. Okay, then let this function x y cube we will suppose as f of x. But and now we are changing x value into 60 minus y, so we can write this. So f of x will be 60 y cube minus y power 4. So this is our function now. Should it be f of y? Yes. So f of function of y, na? So f of y. Okay, now this is the function of y. So with respect to y, we will differentiate. First step is differentiate or find derivative. Okay. So therefore, differentiate with respect to y. So f dash of y will be 60 into y cube derivative will be 3y square minus 4y cube. So we will get f dash of y as 180y square minus 4y cube. Okay. Now next step is what? Put f dash of y equal to 0 to get the critical points. So 180 y square minus 4y cube equal to 0. Now see, 4 you can take common and y square also. So if you take 4 common, 180 by 4 will give 45. Okay. And y square I took common, so here nothing will be left, 45 only. Then minus, here 4 I took common, y square I took common, so y will be left equal to 0. Okay, so y will be 0 or y equal to 45. Okay, now y equal to 0 we won't take. Why? Because here two positive integers. So y is treated as neither positive nor negative, isn't it? So at one critical point only we got here. So therefore y equal to 45 is the only critical point. So now we will check a double order derivative. Since f dash of y we got 180 y square minus 4y cube. Okay, so f double dash of y will be 360y isn't it? 180 into 2, 360, and here 12y square. So here we can take 12y common. So 30 will remain here and here y will remain. Now we will check at 45. Okay, so now at y equal to 45, f double dash of 45 will be 12 into 45, 30 minus 45. So this will give 540, isn't it? And this will give minus 15. So ultimately the answer will be negative, product of one positive, one negative number. Okay, so we can find that also. So it will be, I think, 81. Okay, less than 0. That means what we got? F double dash of 45 is negative. Therefore, at y equal to 45, function will attain maximum value. And that only we should find, and find the maximum value. So find the number such that xy cube is maximum. So we got one number here. Okay, now to get the another number, since we know x is what? 60 minus y. Therefore, x will be 60 minus 45, which is 15. So we can write, therefore, two positive numbers are 15 and 45, such that function xy cube is maximum.